don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Hey, this is Jason Rouse, and welcome to the Safe Word Podcast. My guest today, Perry Strong, is on the show. And it's fucking hot here in Los Angeles. I've spent a month in England. I've got an upcoming episode coming out with Danny Devine. You can find her on any probably fetish website or like anything that's kind of rubber and vagina related. She's on the show. We had a little interview in the park. And what happened in London... It was cool. It was
what
cool.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
It was cool. I really like London. Like I like New York City. It's a great place. Mm-hmm. You are a New Yorker.
I am.
You are like there's a couple of guys I think of New York, very personality type people. You guys, I relate to you a little more than the East Coast spineless weasel.
Yeah, well, you're aggressive. You kick down doors and slam through windows. I've
had to take on tremendous amounts of marijuana just to curve that instinctual thing is to kick out a window or throw a baby into a wood chipper.
You have chilled. I'm impressed. Impressed. That's
I'm
good.
mellowed out.
I was not sure what the fuck I was walking into.
No.
I was ready to see
some
bitch hanging by the back skin doing one of those fucking, what do they call that, suspensions? I didn't know what I was going to walk into this motherfucker.
I call it daddy's fuck swing.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
If you got a stainless steel hook through your like shoulder blade and someone's trying to fuck the brown out of your ass and making you look at them,
Rouse.
You're at the wrong party, sister. Especially if the stool kicks out and you got to do a full shoulder hang where you're getting meat drilled.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you've stepped. How much dead people have you stepped over in your time living in New York?
I always just assume they're sleepy. It's just sleepy homeless people or
With
heroin.
their mouth open.
It was like, guys, that guy's just really fucking tired. He's only got 2 bugs on him. So once it's 10 flies,
bugs.
10 flies, it's dead. 2 flies, he's just sleeping.
The New York City cockroaches are like beer coasters. They're huge, man.
You can surf on them niggas. It's ridiculous.
It's a large insect, to say the least. The ones in L.A., we don't have that kind of shit like roaches.
No.
Like
no,
in
no,
Canada.
No.
It's not like... it's weird because they're huge. They're almost like something you'd find in an Amazon jungle. They're massive.
Well, I mean, what is it? Like New York is subtropical. It's subtropical. It's like subtropical.
It smells like piss is what you're trying to say.
I mean, yes, there's lots of urine.
Hot piss,
and just an endless amount of rats.
Yeah.
With pizza and chips and jumping
What
on
a
the train.
system.
It's really just. I hate. I mean, I'm from there, but
yeah, I can see now that you're
I'm
being in
over
LA.
I'm over it.
You're here. I see the look on your face. You're like, try and bring me back. It's nice here, man. There's fruit on the trees.
Bro.
You could walk past and pick a fucking mango off of some neighbor's yard.
This is
great.
just it's a little bit closer to what God intended. I think maybe it's like that. It's like it's warm and it's fucking crazy, but it's like it's crowded here, but people are decent. At least I feel like people want to be decent, and it's a whole thing with the nuts. Fruits and flakes. It's like everyone's flaky. I think people are flaky on both coasts equally, but just like, New Yorkers try to front like they're about some real shit, and they're not. It's so transient now.
It's
I'm just ranting.
But it's cool. It would be boring if it was the same.
That's true.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Would you have to complain about
That's true.
sports rivalries?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Unless I
You
were
don't watch
betting.
sports?
If I could not give a fuck.
Wow.
About that.
And you're American.
I'm American Negro too. You know, half Negro, whatever. And I don't give a fuck. Like I fenced in high school for a second. I did some martial
That
arts
explains
shit.
it.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I'm like, I want
You had a
to.
white private school? I never fenced.
Yo.
We used to whip each other with broken fishing rods.
In Canada, I would think you would have fishing for sure.
No, we fished, but we would never fence. We never had the swords. But you
Right,
get
you
an
had
end
some
of a
ghetto
fishing
shit, you
rod.
had some getting shit.
You just
Yeah.
whip some kid across the face and give him the Zorro scar. You know.
Canadian jackass shit. Right
Yeah.
there. Basically, I went to this high school I went to in the Bronx had fucking fencing, and it was
Okay.
I tried it. I was really good at it. I just only did one season, and my family moved
Early
me.
hipster shit.
Yeah, I was that guy. I mean, I love fucking Dungeons and Dragons and shit
Yeah.
like that, you know. But it's still.
Did you play Dungeons and Dragons?
You know what? I think I played it once. I just hung out with that crew.
Yeah.
I just really couldn't invest in that shit, but I always dug it.
There's always some chubby goth girl in your group.
I love goth bitches.
Do you?
Pale, corset wearing, fucking glasses, red hair.
Really?
Love that shit. I listen to all fucking goth industrial music.
I get it. I'm not
Yeah.
judging a book
Yeah.
by its
Oh,
cover,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's a very distinct flavor.
Right. VMV Nation, Wolfsheim, listen to all that shit. You listen to all. I don't know if you listen to that shit. I
No.
know you're into hard shit. I don't know what. I don't know what the stuff like. I don't know
Anything
stuff.
that involves a child being beaten and no.
Yeah, I listen to Danzig.
No,
I would like it's
yeah.
hard for hard stuff like that.
Well,
Tool. I
you
listen to
see,
Tool, but I don't know if
this
that's
is all
considered hard.
it's- Yeah, now it's. I went to. It looked like a comic book convention now.
Right.
A Tool concert.
Right.
Who's actually got a Me Too at him?
What?
Yeah.
He tried to fuck somebody and they're upset. What
I
happened?
think so. There's been a lot of that going around. See, I've
can't
been
try to fuck anybody.
I've been trying to get this. You see what I do on stage? I've been that guy for a long time.
Me 1000.
I've tried to get that kind of negative attention,
Right.
but they know I'm full of shit. I haven't raped anybody. God damn it.
Yeah. I think. Look, if some girl was like, I went to Rouse's fucking hotel room at 2:00 in the morning, I'll be like, yeah, and he didn't stick like a plunger in that butt, or so,
No.
like, you know. But I mean, willing, but all willing shit. Why we don't have
There's no
time for
gray
that.
area.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anybody that comes into a room with me where the door closes, you might get cum on you.
Right. This is what I was. I wasn't
I
sure.
keep a jar of it at the end table, and I just put it in a super soaker.
I thought it was mayonnaise.
It was mayonnaise.
Oyster
until
sauce. I
ate
thought it was oyster sauce.
freshly squeezed barnacle bill juice.
Oh God.
Athlete's balls is what I had.
What color does that turn when it goes bad?
Oh, it looks like. Have you had mango chutney? It's kind of like that. It's dirty and chunky, a little
Oh, that's so
transparent.
disgusting.
Do you watch horror movies?
I don't actually.
You
I
don't?
No, the only. I mean, as a kid, I'm not gonna front. And I don't know if the movie scared me so bad. I just never went back to it. But my dad, wasn't a very good dad, and he brought me to see John Carpenter's The Thing, like the night it came out.
Shit.
So I was about 5. And
Holy shit.
so that fucking head popped off, became a spider, and I was
Oh,
like,
man.
I think I was not unwell for like 2 days.
Yeah.
But then after that, I don't think
Holy shit.
nothing actually.
That's still solid today.
Back then, that was like for real. It really was happening. and this is the thing. Also, during this time, my parents are freebasing a lot of coke in the house and all
Okay.
this stuff. So I'm not okay on so many levels, and this
Yeah.
happens and makes it worse. And I just never really got into horror movies, even though I do like the conjunction, the new ones with Vera Farmiga and the dude Patrick Wilson. The Conjunction, the something. There's 2 horror movies that came out recently that are fucking dope.
Is it like a Quakers?
No, it's like fucking.
Conjunction.
It's the 2 people who are like they're ghost hunters,
Okay.
and it's fucking dope. I forgot what it's called. I'm sure
Did
someone listening.
Did it come out?
Yeah,
already?
no, there's 2 of them, and they're making a fucking
okay.
third one.
I like Resident Evil.
Oh well, I like Mila.
How great is Mila?
I saw her at the Grove once.
Did-
And she
just
was
walking?
pregnant, just walking. She was pregnant, and that's probably the only pregnant woman I saw that I was like, I'd fuck that pregnant lady. She looks
whoa,
great.
Whoa, wait your turn.
Sorry.
I saw her when she used to be in a band. She had a band.
Really?
Yeah, she played this kind of mandolin-y kind of folk music, and it
was good?
It was great. She can actually sing.
I never think of folk music and think good. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
I'm an asshole.
But when it's coming from the antenna of like an angel.
Right.
Some of you can actually, when you see Susan Boyle, you want to throw cans of trash at her.
Wait,
I don't care.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who? She's like 380, 57
I'm
chins.
out. I'm good.
She
Yeah,
doesn't even
that's
bend her
terrible.
knees when she shits, and she points at your mouth as the first piece crowned.
Jesus. That's disgusting.
When the,
380 pounds?
Of beef dip with extra cheese on the knees.
Shit, over 180. That's too bad.
Her belly button has it looks like a dog's ear with a chicken wing in it. It's not good.
It's disgusting.
And she can't make herself come unless she puts a cigarette out on her neck.
Ooh.
Now
I've dated her. I've dated that bitch many a time.
You get when you do a certain type of comedy, sometimes you attract a certain type of person. Have you ever noticed a theme?
You
leave yourself pretty open.
Yeah, I'm talking about going into juices of one, going into one girl with juices of the other and stuff like
the
that.
fountain of youth.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I need. Rub it on my ailments.
I put some behind my ear to get everyone dry heaves on the subway.
I take the blood and I rub it like this.
Malachi yourself.
That's it. I get ready for war.
I do the Adolf Hitler where I finger the ass and just do a lip smear.
Oof.
And then you go on to the subway and you lean into people and you go, what day is it today? Oh, it's really heavy. There's a heavy air.
Oh my god. Oof. Lots of H's, P's.
You ride the public transit?
I do.
This is not a place to do it.
Yeah.
This place is have you rode the bus here? I think I've ridden the bus 5 times in 10 years.
I have here. You know what? Listen, it's not that fucking bad. It's
no, as a man, you at least have options,
right?
But can you imagine being a 20-year-old Dutch girl who's come to take some improv classes at Groundlings, and she gets onto an LA bus on the worst day of the month, and there's a diaper fight breaks out.
That's like being locked in that room where Freddy Krueger was made. Remember?
Yeah.
Where that full of criminals locked in the furnace.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh,
Everyone's
it's over.
got BO.
Oh, it's so disgusting. That part is bad. It is bad.
And there's no safe place to sit.
There is.
It's scary. You're laughing because you know exactly. It's dangerous as fuck.
Oh, that's what they should
There's
call it.
people with like a knife in between their teeth sitting at the back of the bus. Be like, be ready. Because when we go under this bridge, it goes fucking Fury Road.
When the lights go out.
Some guy's on the roof with a guitar. Smashing windows out with trash cans. Well, you've been to downtown LA. That must, even as a
Bro.
New Yorker, that makes your fucking...
Listen, downtown now is pussy as fuck. But when I moved here 2001, that shit was gangster. Like,
Yeah.
It was like, I saw a motherfucker get hit by a truck down there while everyone's doing Molly.
Yeah.
Like, you're in those dirty warehouses, roofs
Wow.
are caving in. Like, that shit is definitely was a step
Scary.
back in time. But now it's on some, I fucking just had fucking...
A nice dinner down there with
I
your
just had a
grandmother.
fucking, I had a half rack of lamb at some fucking place for fucking $38, because that's the only option that was
Yeah.
down there. I was just like, what the fuck?
See what happens. You live long enough and you see the migration where the money goes.
Money, boy, it goes everywhere.
It goes through, and then all of a sudden, there's a thing, and you I don't know what you know anything about fentanyl?
I know it killed Prince.
It did kill Prince.
Killed Prince.
Who has a home in Vancouver. Do you know he's a...
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He lived in British properties in
That shit's so
Vancouver.
sad.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's really crazy. There's a great video of him doing a halftime show at a football game during Purple Rain. It's raining.
Yeah.
And there's a whole movie about behind the scenes.
Okay.
And they're going, it's going to rain. And
Yeah.
if the thing might short out. And Prince is like...
Whatever. I got you.
And it's pouring rain. They can't understand, well, nothing's not shorting out. And he does it. It's insane.
Prince is a fucking man.
That thing has become a very big thing in Vancouver. So there's a
I'll have to-
heroin area.
Okay.
And it's prime real estate. So I think they've upped the fentanyl to kill off people in the heroin area.
I can totally buy into stuff like that. I do believe in like targeted, areas of death
Sure.
and drug use, and be like, oh, we can clear this out. We can move these people out. It's crazy. This money's evil. This shit is evil. Everything that we see going on right now, greed is just so crazy. This Trump shit, like greed is in.
Yeah, see, I don't follow any codes in life.
Anarchy.
And I feel people become prisons of their politics. And
Right.
I'm all like grassroots.
Right.
Riot.
Right.
Just riot, man.
Bro, I honestly, I remember when they were doing Occupy, I was like, look, unless some niggas die, there ain't no shit gonna change. People got to die. Some shit's got to blow up. Maybe I'm radical, but I'm like, you just standing out being like, hey, really, we can't do that. It's not the 60s. It's not the 50s. The new
No.
time. Only thing now.
They've taken all those business models, all that Ben and Jerry's horseshit,
Yeah.
and they've tried to rehatch it with beads they bought at the a hippie store,
Mm-hmm,
and everyone's doing a parody of something that was real.
Right.
There's a lot of
Yep.
fake motherfuckers out
Everything's
there.
fake, bro. I feel like it's so rare where you see like, all right, that's a real motherfucker. Artistically, I mean, right now.
And it's not cool.
Yeah.
For a lot of people who associate themselves with wild shit,
Right.
real shit.
Right.
I've always had an attraction to all life's gifts and things
Yeah, you
and personalities. And I think that there's a really exile from the tribe. Like people were so committed to being liked by these people who don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're not their friends.
No.
They're not friends.
It's it's real.
Fake motherfuckers.
It's a bunch of fake shit, and it's weird because you have fake people copying other fake people. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like this weird Xerox machine of it's like fake on top of fake on top of phony, and it's just it's like eating shit and shitting it out and
It's
eating
like
it again.
almost like a deterioration of like a drug addict psychologically,
Right.
where they're waking up from these fraudulent hangovers and they don't know what the beginning of real and fake is anymore.
Right.
It's so instinctual and muscle memory.
Right.
And I've seen people, I've been here for a minute.
Right.
And the whole arc of their physicality, the way they speak, it's really interesting. Tripoli's got a theory about this. He says, people within, he's talking about dating in the city.
Right.
And you need to find a lady that been here for 12 months or less.
That makes
'Cause
sense.
after that,
I believe that.
He goes, they're gone. He goes, they're never coming back. They're lost.
That's it. They're animal. They become full animal.
Yeah, they change. They go all
Yeah.
Hollywood feral.
Dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Listen, I feel the same. Look, I mean, I'll get into trouble, but fuck it. I mean, like, I can't stand. I prefer West Coast women to East Coast. I just, and it's
I
crazy.
say girls in LA are worse than British children.
Well, then what does that say? New York women are fucking the worst because they want to be automatically like
Because they want to stay in New York, and that's expensive.
it's expensive and it's a hostile fucking place. It's fucking
Did you get shot in the back by some pussy
Bro,
or something?
It's like, look, it's not even. It's pussy now. When it comes to violence, place is pussy as fuck. You walk through Brownsville now, which used to be the worst hood ever, and you're fine. But it's fucking cold. It's fucking cold as shit. It's too motherfucking crowded. Everyone's aggravated, and everyone gets everyone. You talk to the ladies. It's like, oh, why? He's like, they're kind of cunty. I hate to use that, and they go because it's smart. And I was like, it's the weather.
How
whatever.
old are you now?
42.
Yeah, you're over it.
I'm over it, man. I'm fucking done.
But it's not done. You're just out with the bullshit.
Yeah.
And you just tend to, in a more densely populated, you're subjected to more people's horseshit. I like LA here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gaps in between things that I would like to be doing. But at the same time, I find some zen of it. Because I'd be on the road for fucking 11 months sometimes. I'd come home and I'd be like, well, that was close. It was like a Rick and Morty adventure for 12 months. Like, holy shit. Because I
Start crying.
Yeah. rocking back and forth in the bathtub. Oh yeah, I was empty. I was empty on so many levels, and I'd run into New York. We always had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
And but try and do that in 10 different countries every month, every other weekend.
No,
it was. By the end of it, and I was trying to be as diplomatic as I could, and I was spent by the end of it. I was
dude, your
exhausted.
burger. You got to be just burnt up, chewed up burger.
I felt so sad and empty. I was just like, I just put all this energy out and then it just wrung it.
Yeah.
But I felt, being so lucky to be able to I do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? Shut up. But my diet was clearly askew.
Of course.
Hanging out in LA, I got all hippied out with friends of mine that were like science, food nerds. So I started to kind of pay attention to stuff and found that I could change a lot of the way how I felt through just more or less what I was eating. Not even exercising.
Right. No, for sure. No, that's a big thing.
I was like kebab shop in England at 4 a.m.
Can't do that.
6 draft beer, and then this chocolate bar here, shit, and then on a train for 6 hours, sitting, sleep for 3.
Not conducive to looking or feeling any kind of fucking good.
You got no one leaning over your shoulder and going, cool it.
Yeah.
Or you should have some fruit. You got scurvy.
Nigga got rickets.
You got rickets. You got pirate diseases. And we're in Scotland. None of us are Scottish, and you got Scottish diseases.
Right. Oh, God. Yeah, man. I've never done the road like that. I've never. So I have
toured in the States.
I mean, not really. I'm New York and L.A. My comedy career is still, I would call, in its infancy. I could say if I started 7-8 years ago, I've only been active 5 of it. I stopped, I stopped after my mom died. Mm-hmm. I stopped for a while just to do coke and be a fucking dipshit. And then I had to stop again to get clean and sober up.
Yeah, but you were showing up for gigs. You weren't off for months at a time.
Well, I mean, it was weird.
You know that you half-assed it, so you don't count it.
Right.
And respect to that.
Right.
But you're doing 30 spots a month just to be regular in New York.
Right. Well, there was a point where I dropped and I was just out. I mean, there was a point where I was doing, 3 spots a night, for a year, and then there was a time where I was doing 1 spot a month for a year.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I got this quick, really nice progression. And then felt like I got a little cocky. I'm not even going to front. I was like, I'm good at this. I'm on TV, and then I got a little ahead of myself.
You Americans. You fucking Americans. You always puff yourselves up.
Especially the blacks. You know how we do.
Hollywood is full of Canadians that are so stealthy. Most of the fuckers don't even know we're there.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Myers is Canadian,
Yep. Just do the work. Chill and do the work.
Americans, yeah. I was a judge on a music early pop show.
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
I got fired from it after 4 episodes.
Where was this? When was this?
Canada. It was called Pop Stars.
Okay. This is before this wave of everything that happened?
Yeah.
Okay,
This is early. I think England had done a version.
Yeah.
It hadn't swung around. Canada had picked it up, I think, via some British broadcasting and stuff. But, one of the judges was Paul Myers, Mike Myers' brother. And
okay.
He says his brother get asked all the time on how he made it. And he said he just kind of, tap dance through this thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
A lot of just working it.
Just work.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. Be nice to everybody. Do your job. Go to
love
sleep.
Mike Myers.
Amazing. Sweetheart. I mean, that Indian movie was terrible.
It was Canada,
Love Guru.
It was Canada Day a couple days ago, so I feel a little maple syrup.
Yeah, listen, I've never been.
You've never been to Toronto?
I've never been in.
Can you get over the border?
Watch this.
Why are you not in Toronto
Get
for
ready.
a month?
I've technically been in Canada because I went to see my father in prison at the New York-Canada border.
Yeah.
And accidentally drove in.
Oh, no.
And then I drove in, so they had to search. I told them why. I was like, I'm lost, and
they live for those wrong turns. I was like, I'm bored.
I meant to go to the prison, and they're like, they see my buddy who's Colombian, and they're like, oh, we're searching all your shit.
Yeah.
So they, an hour goes past, and then we drive back over, and I'm like, well, I've technically been.
What year was this?
Fuck, 99, 2000, and then I just did the JFL audition, didn't get it, but it's all right, But I'm hoping one day I will. And,
Howie Mandel just bought Just for Laughs.
For real?
Yeah,
Get the fuck out. That's beautiful.
yeah. We'll see.
Good for him.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. It hasn't been anything since late '90s.
Right.
And I'm not saying that
As
in
a
the
diss,
sense that
right.
it was people were poised for sitcoms. There was a lot of deals being signed. They're holding
Right.
deals, 500, 100 grand,
Yeah.
some $1 million deals here
Yeah.
and there, sitcoms.
Right.
And then at the bottom, it just kind of come out when
Yeah.
they signed some guy by the name of Chicken. I
Oh,
don't know if you remember this.
Don't know. I don't know if I was
He
part of the
committed
game.
suicide.
Bullshit.
For real.
Black guy, I'm assuming.
No, white dude.
Really? White guy named Chicken.
White guy,
Okay.
yeah,
I'm right. I'm right.
He's like,
Okay.
finally.
I'm like,
it's
okay.
always a white guy.
Is it?
He commits suicide. How
yeah.
many black people commit suicide?
Honestly, you goddamn right. You goddamn right.
It's always white guys.
You know what's fucked up? This is going to go dark for this, what I'm saying. I'm here to go to a memorial. My buddy fucking committed suicide.
white dude.
White dude.
Fuck.
Rocker dude. White dude.
It's a
What the
tough
fuck?
time out there.
What the fuck? What's up with these motherfuckers killing themselves? There's a part of me, I get angry, and I'm like, who you pussy ass
Yeah.
nigga? So wait, Chicken killed himself. We don't have to go into my thing.
He gets a deal. There's way more literature and interviews online.
Yeah.
Probably his set from the festival. Roseanne and Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah.
So a lot of these deals, there was kind of a thing going on.
Right.
Some of these deals were signed in LA and New York,
Right.
and then they'd give them the festival before their show would come out, and then they look in some form or another. There's a whole
Right. Formula.
thing going on
Right,
there.
right, right,
Scratch
right,
my
right.
back kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this festival was legit. It's one of the most prized stages in the stand-up comedy world.
Right.
Is the Montreal Comedy Festival.
Right, of
Just
course.
for laughs.
Yeah, it is.
And they what was my point? God damn it.
About how it's fallen off for things have changed.
So the guy
Got
Chicken
you.
gets the deal.
Chicken, yeah. There you go.
It turns out the guy's like, for whatever reason, he got lots of momentum. They signed a big deal with him, and it shit the bed. He faded out and ended up killing himself, hanging.
Oh, okay. He didn't get the deal and then went that night. It was like,
that's pretty rock and roll. I would have had more respect for that.
I know. He'd be like, he signs a deal and shot himself. He's like, fuck it. I knew I could do it.
Yeah,
You're like,
I showed
ooh.
them class of '84. Boom, boom.
Oh.
That'd be crazy though if that was his ultimate goal, because everyone has their own way of measuring success. So
right.
He could get first day on set. They've been doing rehearsals for a month.
Right.
The cast has got really close.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
got it together.
I'm sorry to hear about your grandmother, blah, blah, blah. People were crying. Let's get through. This is going to be the great show. The dad comes out and blows his brains off in front of a live studio audience. That's cold.
Yeah, that would be a weird measure of success. Be like, well, I knew it was going to go well. You're like, well.
Yeah. He gets a standing ovation.
So wait. So this happens with Chicken.
Yeah.
And then because of
Ever
this,
got gun shy. And Aspen was the kind of...
Does Aspen still exist?
No.
I was going to say, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Not in the time that
I
I've
think
been
around
doing it.
6 years there.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like the Coke, Pepsi kind of thing.
Right,
It was a
right,
different
right.
thing.
Right.
Montreal was like a week French, a week
Right.
English. There was a jazz festival. The city was
Right.
poised for
Right.
fucking that's the Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary.
Okay. Calgary.
Don't even
I like how you
go
say
near
that.
Ontario in the winter. Like Montreal, if you think you're a tough guy, go down and hang out in old Montreal in February, minus 45.
I am not tough. I like everything over 75 degrees.
Oh, well, you live in New York. The reason I moved here is because the year I moved to New York, I get my green card.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Brick.
going to England. I'm going to New York motherfucking city.
Right.
Because I've been in London studying like fucking Harry Potter, and I'm
Right.
taking it there. Well, it was the year that big snowstorm hit.
Oh, God.
And I was
Okay.
like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
And
fuck that.
did half in LA and half in Sweden. It was the worst. I'm like, no.
Dude.
I've climatized.
I just want to go to Sweden. I'm not going to front. I really just want to go to Sweden. I'm fucking a Swedish girl. She's 37. I want her, but 10 years. I want the same model 10 years younger.
That is a 30-odd-year-old Swedish girl is like has the body of a 20-year-old North American girl. They're like born like athletes.
Yeah.
You know, I was engaged to a Swedish girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
3 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, you said, Jesus, like her father when we were talking about it. Jesus. He didn't even speak English. He just went, Jesus.
I just know, thinking of you being engaged is funny, just because I know that, you know.
Wedding dress.
It goes from super sweet to
whole deal. The bottom dropped out. But
Yeah.
yeah, a couple engagements.
Right.
Nothing stuck. But
Really?
Sweden, you know.
Good women? You liked them?
Is it great?
Yeah, I gotta go. I haven't traveled. I gotta go, man.
You touched your face like
I was like, oh yeah.
Like your taxes were late. I gotta get some of that,
dude.
before,
That's how real it is. It's like, oh man, because
fuck, you're in physical pain.
Listen, because like this is 42, man. I'm already going.
Oh yeah. Hey, your stress is for real.
Yes.
You need to do this out of respect
While I at least
for
still
yourself.
look decent, I gotta try to cut down 20
You don't
more
want to be
pounds.
55.
Bro, I
In
already
Sweden,
I already go
dragging
by,
your dick in a wheelbarrow. They'll fuck you just out of sympathy, though.
Right, I don't want that.
No.
I want some legit.
You want to be challenged.
Yeah, and I also like. Look, I'm already going by formally attractive and formally athletic, and I'm 42. It's
Retired
not,
football player.
Right.
Still can swing some dick.
Right, exactly. I could still do it if we put the camera on. I could
an
do it
old
even
jersey
better.
on of a school you never went to, and to show up in Sweden, and go, yeah, I used to throw the old pigskin around. They would know.
They wouldn't know the fucking.
Here's my playing card. Just do a laser copy. Get some kid.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it. Whatever it takes. I gotta go to Sweden. That's one of my. I remember when we met. You were going out there. I was like, please.
Giannis, I brought Giannis out there and stuff. But we'll talk about Sweden.
Yeah, you got to tell me more about that.
You're in LA.
I'm in LA. I got some shows coming up. I'm here for Memorial, which is a bummer, but you know, it's got to pay my respects. And I'm here to just chill. I don't mind talking about. We were talking about before. I found out I have cancer, prostate cancer. So this is like my 2 weeks of chilling. Before finding out what's going on with that, because I have to get the MRI.
And you're here.
I'm here to.
You need a better fucking counselor. You're at Jason Rouse's house. I need to relax. I need to chill the fuck out. And there's a spider on the wall.
That's it. That's it. Well, it's
good.
Well, this is like where
it's fucking hot. There's ass
hot.
all over town.
It's so good right now.
It's good.
And the quality's gone up. LA, the quality of ass is just getting better. It's getting more mixed. It's
now
getting
you
more
got
diverse.
clarity now.
And I see
you were all fucked up before.
My eyes were foggy as fuck.
You were fucked up.
I had pink eye. I was all fucked up from coke. I had butt juice in my eyes. I was just I wasn't eating. I wasn't drinking.
No.
It burned when I pee, and not because I had an STD. It was just Jack Daniels with no fucking other fluid.
Yeah, beer caps and cigarette butts in your stool.
Oh, as soon as you have a cigarette, I want a cigarette so bad. It's been 4
When was
months.
the last time 4 months?
March 3rd. 1 year sober and 4 months no cigs, and
Did you go all cold turkey?
all cold turkey?
No meetings?
No meetings, no nothing. And it's funny. Everyone's like, "What are you quitting next?" I was like, "Living. I'm quitting living next, motherfucker. I ain't quitting anything else." I'm like, I'm
quit thinking about buying a gun. I'm really going to buy a gun now. You just made up my mind.
Exactly. Oh God.
But you grew up in New York.
Yep.
That's a very different thing than what you see here. Would you, as a kid, if someone came up to you in high school and said, you're going to be in L.A.?
Oh, I knew it. I never liked. I always knew New York was the wrong. I knew I was out of place because I just don't like the cold. I never felt. I love New York, but I always as soon as I graduated college, I came here, and I loved it. I just kind of got caught up with all the bad drugs and drinking, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I think if I didn't caught up with that, I don't think I ever would have went back to New York. So that kind of sent me on this. But going back to New York gives me clarity, and I also think
How long were you here?
I lived here for 8 years. I lived here 2001 to 2009.
Shit. Because I come here the first time 2001 when Jay had Dublin's.
Right.
And I was blown away.
Yeah. I didn't do comedy then, though. So, yeah, go ahead. But I'm jealous. That's amazing.
That was, I got some videotape somewhere of that. That's probably terrible. But It was different. And then 7 years later, I
Yeah.
came here. It was totally different. So
Right.
2001 to, because I got turned back at the border. So I went to England while my lawyer dealt with my
What the fuck?
paperwork and stuff. Yeah. So I just got my green card renewed after 10 years I've been in the country.
All right. I was gonna offer to marry you. You want to get married?
In America, right?
Yeah, if you need. Come
But
on.
if you need health care or have a miscarriage, we'll bring you over to Canada.
That's what's
Straight
up.
up.
That's what's up, yo. Shit, man.
I've been lucky, man. That's a crazy thing. You know, a friend of mine was in a band. He got sick in England.
right.
He was in the hospital for 3 days. He never got a bill.
Yeah, that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Right?
Yeah.
I think people should show off their science and their abilities in the medical field in each country to see who can up the care that you get.
Imagine that shit would be beautiful. Everyone would benefit. Everyone. Just being around healthy people makes you healthy.
The problem is it would be for human beings and they'd ruin it. Right? Do you ever go camping with people and somebody burns down their own tent?
I'm black. I don't go camping.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Do you ever rob a bank with your family?
Yes. No.
That's an old stereotype. This is the thing that I've talked to with Canadians. Cultural stereotypes that you are very prominent here in America are kind of dated in Canada. Like,
right. As they should be.
Right?
As they should be. I'm fucking black, but I fucking love fencing. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, you don't know anybody until you know somebody.
That'd be a badass scene in a bar when
Yeah.
you get in a fight with a guy.
Start whooping ass with like
And
an
then you
umbrella.
guys fill up fences.
I'll use an umbrella as a
Full
fence,
on
as
on
a
the-
foil.
on the tables,
As
like
a saber.
full Matrix flips over the top.
Hell yeah.
The guy's got really bad beads. You know, the banged ones from the Funkadelic era.
You talking about the headphones?
No. Beads in his hair.
Oh, beads.
Yeah.
I thought you said beats. I was like,
No.
it's like damn. That's another stereotype. You're a black guy wearing beats.
Beats. I have beats. They're great. You know, I sold marijuana to Dr. Dre.
For real?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Isn't that great?
How did this happen?
In front of my house with Warren G.
Well, now that makes sense.
It was the best. It was the best. I don't want to. I think I've told this story before.
Yeah,
but
don't go too crazy. But
I spent a day at with Dre,
That's
and
amazing.
his bodyguard and his DJ, and it was probably the most.
You met him through a show or something?
No, because I actually used to sell marijuana.
Oh my god!
So I had
didn't
a
know
call
this.
from a friend. I didn't smoke. This
Right.
is 100 years ago. I was
Right,
in
right, right.
college.
Right.
How I met Giannis. Where we
Right,
were
right,
talking.
right.
Giannis Plapis.
Oh, so it was in Canada.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I might.
Yeah,
have been
yeah,
here.
Up in Smoke Tour.
Okay, that's what's up.
Up and Smoke Tour. That was great. That was great.
That sounds really great.
Especially when you're at the club and you're in the VIP area with Dre and
Right.
the whole room is black and everyone's staring at you like, with the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Eminem had to go right to Detroit following
So
the
he
gig.
wasn't there.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Snoop.
you could have met him.
Yeah, I really wanted to meet
Yeah, he's great.
Eminem. He's touring again.
Is
But we were talking about, you were like, oh, I listen to some of that, industrial and goth music.
Mm-hmm.
There's now the lines are so blurred with genre and what the usual package
Right.
was for certain styles. Everything is crossover now.
Yep, everything's yeah.
You must see that when you watch, popular culture now. You're like, oh, I know where they got that.
Oh, yeah, all the sounds
Where
are
they
mixed.
got that,
Yep.
and they got
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Hip hop glorified those
Yeah.
samples and cultural things, and were very proud of it. Where other people try and sell it off as their own
As
shit,
their own shit, right?
and that's where
Yeah.
it's rude.
And now hip hop is just electronic music.
What is it?
It's just electronic music, bro. That's all. Really, it's like it's a little bit different than it's like really shitty Aphex Twin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's so bad.
ona.
But I was born 71, so I remember. I remember.
Yeah.
The birth,
Yeah,
and
we're only a few years apart. Yeah, man. It's
you were not only that, you were in the cradle of it.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Hip-hop was
Where
the shit.
KRS-One from your neighborhood.
You know what's funny? I never got into KRS-One. Wasn't he's from the Bronx?
Yeah.
I'm Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But I did live in the Bronx for a little bit.
But look on the global map of what iconic talents have come out of hip hop.
Right.
You're talking like neighborhood over stuff.
Right.
That's crazy to some people.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're like,
right. It's all from one place.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah,
Really.
yeah.
If you look at it, you're like,
it's not
what
like
the fuck?
America. It's a small little slice.
Right.
All this
Yeah.
crazy. I've seen multitude documentaries on, everything. A couple graffiti artists died in London, painting trains in London and stuff. That still happens. It was something that it looked like a news article from like 88 or something like that.
That's so weird.
Kids are painting trains and getting killed.
I never got that shit. My homies did that shit. I never got into it. I couldn't write. I couldn't draw or write my name well. I don't get it. Oh, by the way, documentary. Check out the 808 one. That shit is amazing.
It's at your neighborhood code?
No. No, the fucking, the 808 drum machine.
Oh, yeah.
And that has all the
I saw
breakdown
that
of
on an
hip hop
airplane.
and all that shit. It's so good. It has all the breakdown of
Where
all
did that
shit.
piece of hardware originate from? Was it an American invention?
No, it's Japanese, man.
It was Japanese.
Roland
Right?
Japanese joint. Fucking the shit.
Clangity cling, bing bong.
And
boom,
all the
boom.
sounds are still used. And
Yeah.
today, it's crazy.
And super recognizable.
Yeah,
Did
know
they
it.
interview the guy that came up with it?
Yes. Yeah.
He
and
must look terrible.
No, dude, fucking Japanese niggas look great. I don't know what they smoke cigarettes. They smoke those 555 cigarettes and eat fish.
Dragon
and they just
meat.
look good. And he
Dragon
just like,
meat.
And he was just like, yeah, I just wanted. He goes, I couldn't make it sound like a drum, so I made it sound like a fake drum, and that's it. And he was just like, that's what I did. This is how this worked. And he said the whole reason this shit worked is because the transistors were broken, is because they were cheaper. So I used broken transistors.
Yeah.
And when they stopped making them, I had to stop making it. Done. And you're just like, this guy's a badass. He's just an old millionaire motherfucking inventor dope
Does
guy.
he own it?
Well,
That's like owning like the patent to scissors for musicians, right?
I like that. I mean, I don't know, because the sounds are made in other machines now.
Well, not only hip hop, but I think
Everything,
Trent
pop.
Reznor, like all that industrial stuff. Yeah.
I hate to do this. Have you talked to anyone about this new Nine Inch Nails album?
No, I have not.
Have you
I've
listened to
listened to it. I think, I don't know, Shit Window or whatever is the only song
It's so fucking bad, dude. And
What is it?
I've seen Nine Inch Nails from.
They just did a show.
Yeah, I've seen them. So it's probably the band I've seen the most. Them or Tool is who I've seen the most.
Oh,
And,
really?
Yeah, I've seen them.
It was like
the
the
most.
second or maybe fifth show I ever saw was Undertow.
Right. Oh God. See, yeah, I came in a little bit late. I came in the next album, Anima. But yeah, God bless you. That shit's good. But this new Nine Inch Nails shit, or I'm just like,
I know. I listen to Spotify.
It makes me hate Atticus Ross. It makes me hate him, and
Did
I'm
he
sure he's a
ruin
great.
it? Is he the Bob Rock to Metallica?
Yeah, I think so, dude. He's like,
Really?
I mean, look. All right, he joins Nine Inch Nails, and they knock out that Social Network Oscar-winning.
Yeah,
it's great.
yeah.
And listen, honestly, that soundtrack is okay, except for the one electronic song that's amazing. I don't really give a shit, but God, I'm glad Homeboy won the Oscar.
Yeah.
The rest, like the hesitation marks, like whatever, it had like two good songs. Actually, I don't know if Atticus Ross is on that one, but whatever came on after that
trying to be
one,
the Simon and Garfunkel.
I don't know,
of
but it's
music or-
fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
It seems like
It's-
there's 7 songs and 2 are listenable.
yeah, not even. It's just and you're just like, it's like, stop being like all the pop sensibility is gone.
Yeah.
And you're just like, it's just weird noises and it sucks. I'm sorry, I'm just so upset with it. Like
I
I
know.
love Nine Inch
There's
Nails.
usually about 5 or 6 jams on it.
Yeah, you always listen. There's always
Pretty Hate Machine you can listen to front to
straight
back.
front to back. Listen, I think front to back you can rock all the way up till the Fragile. I'm all the way up.
Yeah.
there. All the way up
That
there.
double album?
Yeah.
I like that.
The whole way through both of those motherfuckers,
Yeah.
all that shit. But then after that, it starts getting spotty. But actually, Year Zero is dope all the way beginning to end. Sorry, we're turning into
Yeah.
Nine Inch Nails hour.
It's
But-
survivalism's on that.
Yeah, it's like
that's
God-given,
good.
fucking The Soldier, Year Zero, the song is dope.
Good videos.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That new shit is fucking fuck. I can't believe Trent Reznor made that shit. I'm like, now
But
I
he's got a
feel like
couple
it's
other-
over because that's the
Downward
last
Spiral has
that's
some unlistenable tracks on it.
Downward Spiral.
I think so.
Not really. I mean, listen. All right, there might be a few tracks that are skippable,
There's-
but they're
yeah.
forgivable. There's this new
Yeah,
shit is
yeah, yeah.
unforgivable. You're like, come on, nigga, what's wrong? What happened? Like, I'm like, I want this. I want him to relapse almost. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, that's why you wonder when, like, they bow out gracefully sometimes.
Yeah,
without-
I think he's still God. I just think that guy's a bad influence. He's making him, and also everything is really Bowie. Like he's trying to do Bowie a lot right now.
Yeah, there's dabblings of experimental.
Yeah, and Bowie just did Bowie really well. Bowie's last album is one of the dopest things ever.
Yeah,
but
I didn't.
Black Star.
There's a great video of Trent doing a duet with David Bowie at his show with no David Bowie's on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I'll see it.
It's from that album, Black Star. The single off of it.
Okay.
The songs are like 15 minutes long on that album.
Was it the Panorama Fest thing, maybe? Panorama?
I don't know. It's a live thing, and I was just going
yeah.
through. I like to see some weird kind of collaborations, and there's so much stuff out there now with old interviews of bands that I only heard of. I was watching some old Canadian punk documentaries and stuff from like shit that I saw downtown that I was terrified of, like girls with cramp shirts and leather jackets and corpsey paint and fishnets, and I was like,
fishnets.
what do they do at night? I think they fuck everybody that stays awake. Like I was just, what is going on?
I hope so.
I was blown away with all the there was an area, it's unfortunately, it's in elderly people and those rascals now up front, but it used to be a corner of downtown Hamilton near Gore Park, in front of this mall that was called Jackson Square. Mm-hmm. It's and all the punk rockers and skateboarders and just every disaster would kind of congregate around there. Yeah. I remember just riding my BMX by there going, what goes on over there? They were all comic book characters to me. I was completely blown away. And then I ended up dating one of the girls. And I was like, this is terrible.
That sounds great. That's what you want.
I was a hero for about 6 months out of my life when I was 19 or 18 or something. What a disaster.
You got it. Yeah.
What a disaster.
Oh,
a mess. What a mess. I'm having like flashbacks. Some complete disasters. You'll get a different breed out here. We gonna go out and do something tonight?
I just was gonna go by the Comedy Store.
Yeah,
my friends
think that's the plan.
Yeah, I'll introduce you. I mean, my boy Richie? I don't know if you know him. I'll introduce you. He's a good guy. He looks out too. He's a good dude.
Cool.
Yeah, just here chilling out. Now that we're here, we're gonna hang out.
Yeah,
we won't be gas and fire together, which is good. It'll be good.
We never had a problem. It's just somebody's. You gotta take breaks.
You gotta take fucking breaks.
You gotta take breaks.
Yeah.
For yourself.
Yes.
For your own mental health, you need to take breaks. Take a break. Like legit break. Not just stop moving, but give your mind a fucking
breather.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, you're in the great place. There's plenty of fucking unshaved pussies here and crystals.
Dude, my sober game is so bad. My sober game's so bad. I know we got to get off soon, but my sober game is... we were talking about this. It's just I can't give a fuck enough to convince.
You were getting all the bottom feeders. That's what it was. You had dog shit on your shoe.
That's true.
And it was there all the time. It's just different channel.
Yeah, it really is.
And then you find out that it's just better. It's better. It's better.
I believe
it's better. And this is not the best example of chasing. This is like one of the worst places to chase girls.
It's tough.
It's the worst. It's the worst. It's a fucking... Anyway, I got a loaded gun on the table, and we need to get the fuck... But listen, we're gonna hang out. I got some shows on my website. I'm doing Venice Underground and some other shit, which will be fun. And
that's the anniversary show, right?
Is it? Maybe.
I think you are doing the anniversary show.
Oh,
I
great.
think you are. I'm pretty sure you are.
That would be great. Those, Bronson and his life partner there.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Those guys are the best.
Yes.
That's the hottest venue outside of Hollywood.
Yeah, go see that show if you're in
Venice
LA, people.
Underground.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. I'm doing a movie.
Ooh.
It sounds more glamorous than it is. I don't know. I can't wait for them to find out that I don't know how to act. But I'm going to play a serial killer. I know it was a stretch, but it's called Spare Parts, and I play a murderous psycho. Oh, God, I'm going to feel so alive in those moments.
It's going to be beautiful.
Right?
I want to see that
I think I pull a piece of glass out of a guy's eye with my teeth.
That's...
Malachi. Thanks for listening to the show.
Whoop, whoop.
Perry, Mr. Strong.
Yeah. PerryStrong.com, baby.
Check out all your stuff, and we're gonna head down to the Comedy Store and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway.